Okay, so we're checking out your biped. Looks really good. Got all the details that you need in there. Shaping is really nice on the body. The only things that I would take a closer look at would be the hand here. Looks like you only have one knuckle in, so you need to make sure that you go in and add the rest of those knuckles, okay? And your thumb actually is really quite long, so if you take a look at your thumb on your hand, you'll see that really it doesn't even quite make it to this sort of first knuckle area on your finger if you kind of lay it flat against the palm of your hand, okay? So you definitely want to shorten that quite a bit. An easy way to do that would be just to go into vertex mode and just, grab all these verts and use your scale tool. And what I have done here is I actually have the scale tool. If you come up here, you'll see this little kind of like, looks like a bullet list in a French. You can click on that and that'll bring up different options for your tools, okay? And I have the scale tool set right now to normal's average, because obviously, the default will be object, and it'll come up like this, and obviously, we don't want to scale a thumb like that. It's going to cause problems. So if you come to normal's average, it's actually going to adjust your scale tool to be something a little bit closer to what you're actually looking for when you're scaling the thumb here, okay? So it's something more like that, and then you can just kind of move this up a little bit. I'm going to put this back into just your regular mode that you're looking at it in, alright, instead of the smooth preview, okay? So we can kind of see things a little better. Now, when I did scale that, it wasn't perfect by any means, okay? So, you'll still want to come in here and grab things and just readjust them to make sure everything's nice and straight and pretty and good stuff like that. Alright, so you just want to readjust. But yeah, you just want your thumb to be a little bit shorter than it is right now. Right here it looks like you have a problem with the connection where the thumb connects to the palm here, okay? This line, alright, that's traveling up the thumb here should connect ideally right there, okay? So, obviously we've got kind of some extra stuff going on here. So, let's try moving some of that around and see how that goes, alright? Let's see, we'll start here actually, because this all looks good and correct. So we're coming around on the thumb here until we get to, everything looks correct until we get to right about here. We've got kind of this extra empty space, okay? So, let's go ahead and fix that. Let's come up to Edit Mesh. We're going to go to Interactive Split Tool. We'll just grab this corner right here, alright? And we'll just bring it over here, okay? Just connect that right there. Hit Enter, okay? And so we'll move this one over as well. So Edit Mesh, Interactive Split Tool, we'll grab this corner, okay, and then we're just going to move it to right there, alright? And so, what we're doing here is we're just kind of moving all of our connections over by one, alright? Just by one. And it looks like there's something missing in the edge loop right here too, so let's do that as well. Interactive Split Tool. And, once you use a tool, you can always hit G to bring up the last tool that you use, so you don't have to keep going up to the menu and being like Interactive Split Tool like 1,000 times. So let's go up to next one here, and we'll just connect it right there, okay? It's starting to get a little tricky and a little confusing looking right now. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these extra edges that we have, right? So we'll just grab this one. That's where our thumb used to connect, alright? And we don't want that one anymore, and we're just going to come up to Edit Mesh, delete Edge Vertex to get rid of that, alright? So yeah, again, we want this one connecting here. Okay. Looks good. Now it looks like, let's see, we have this loop traveling around the thumb here. And then at this point it gets really, really big, and then it just comes back down to being really, really small. So that's a little awkward. So let's just kind of move that back in line so that we can kind of tell a little bit better what's going on here with our thumb, alright? Just see a little better that this is a line that kind of continues all the way around, alright? And of course, you know, you'll want to look at this from multiple angles so you make sure you're not doing anything too crazy with the shaping. So that can happen really quickly, alright? Just, yeah, you know, just move these in. But you get the idea. So let's come back to where we were working here. Alright, so we've got this one connecting over here now. Let's grab some more edges and get rid of the old ones. Okay, this one right here. We're going to get rid of that. Edit Mesh, delete Edge Vertex. Alright, so now we've got this one coming here, this one coming here, this one coming here, then the next one, which is this one, in vertex mode, should be coming right down here, okay, instead of going off over here. So let's come up to Edit Mesh, and we're going to go to Interactive Split Tool again. We're just going to grab those, and so now it's going to be coming right down here, okay? At that point, go to Edge, get rid of this guy, delete Edge Vertex, and then at that point, the last thing we're going to do is if you notice here, we've got kind of this nice connection coming down where it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4-sided polygon, right? And then over here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's kind of where the trouble is happening, alright? So you just want to come up to Edit Mesh, Merge Vertex Tool, and this one actually, oops, right there belongs connected to this guy right over here, okay? So that way it's making kind of this same 4-sided shape as we see on this side happen on this side, alright? So just drag that over. Okay, just like that. You can hit Q to exit the tool. And now, you may notice everything is 4-sided polygons and everything is all connected and happy and good. So, you know, you may have noticed I told you wrong when I said this one should connect over here. So just disregard that. I don't know what I'm talking about apparently. But now, as you can see, you know, everything has been connected nicely, and no more troubles there. The other thing that you'll want to look at is when your hand is in just a regular viewing mode, as opposed to smooth preview. So here's smooth preview, you know, and it looks all right. There's a little pinching going on. But, you know, you can see all those lines. When you're just looking at it just regular, you can see this is quite a mess. It's a lot of faces on top of each other and some really strange things going on there. So you want to make sure that you never rely on smooth preview when you're shaping, okay? So, you know, you always want to be shaping just in your regular view, alright? Because otherwise, sometimes it looks good and smooth and it just doesn't look good when you go back, okay? You want to make sure it looks good all the time, no matter what. So, you know, you'll just want to grab these edges and just sort of separate them out, right? So that they're kind of individualized, and you'll want to straighten them out just using, make sure you put your scale tool back to object mode over here, okay? just using the scale tool, you can kind of bring them back in line with themselves, okay, so that they're straight again. And obviously if you have anything like this, where you've got this kind of like zigzaggy guy over here, just bring it back in line. Again, just straight lines are awesome. And then you can just kind of scale those back in. Okay, so, you know, something like that. And then, you know, once you've done that, looks good in smooth mode, looks good in regular mode. Everybody's happy. You don't have any of this going on. Okay, so just make sure you go through and do that to all these little joints right here. And kind of the same little note on the fingernails there. You know, again, looks alright in smooth mode, except for some, you know, pinching and other strange stuff. But when you just check it out in regular mode, it's got some interesting stuff going on. So just make sure that you come back in here and sort of deal with any places where you see, you know, verts kind of peeking through or kind of on top of each other wherever they shouldn't be. Make sure you're moving them around, checking them, make sure nothing strange is going on there. And you'll find that once you address these kind of issues in the regular mode, that your smooth mode is actually also going to look a lot better as well. So make sure you just take the time to do that. Alright, so just move that a little bit. You can see now you have kind of a cleaner looking fingernail here, just for moving a few things around. Right. So something else you might be experiencing, or maybe not, just kind of depends, is these mysterious invisible shoes. And also I think when I first looked at this, the belt is kind of invisible as well. This may not be happening to you, you know, it might just be my special computer. That happens sometimes when you're opening up my projects, okay, but if you do see something like this, where your material is not showing up, you can always just grab the faces on the shoe here, alright, and just come down to assign existing material and just go to material shoe, and it'll just pop right back up. Alright, it's just a little glitch. Just put that right back on there. Again, you know, you might not be seeing that. Yours might be fine. It might just be Maya not playing nice with me today. Other than that, everything looks really good, so good work, and I think you're ready to move on to the head. So, let me know if you have any questions about anything, and happy modeling.